Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, ColourPop just launched their Orange You Glad palette, and imagine my surprise, well, sort of surprise but not really, when ColourPop basically turned around and launched another collection or another palette. This is the Strawberry Shake palette, and this is what it looks like. This was announced just like, I think, well, 18 hours ago when I'm filming this video, and I basically saw the picture of the palette on Trend Mood. I saw all the collection because like this palette is part of a larger strawberry themed collection, and I figured, you know what? Might as well do a look inspired by the colors in this palette using shades that are already in my collection, and I did just that today. I was actually thinking of using like the brighter shades in this palette because I figured that those would be really fun to add to a makeup look, and those would be more in fitting with my style. But then I was thinking, okay, the ColourPop Main Squeeze palette that came out a little bit ago, I did a look with that palette using a lot of their like just red, sort of like red pinky shades, and I figured that any look that I did with this palette using those shades would turn out very similar to that look. So I decided to go a different direction and do something that is a little bit different for me, and instead just create a look using the berry tones in this palette. And I did just that today, and I decided to add like a really bright pink lip to this look. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look and seeing what colors and what palettes and just what products I used to try and dupe this palette, then of course keep on watching. This Strawberry Shake palette has so many beautiful tones in it. You have that gold in there, you have that like really metallic looking champagne color, you have some reds, and you have some pink tones as well, or you know, sort of pinkier tones. So I was looking at this palette, and I mean, my first thought was to go for the colors that were like really just like red and pretty, but then I was like, well, if I do that, that will be a look that will be kind of similar to the one that I did inspired by the ColourPop Main Squeeze palette. So I decided to go with like the mauvier, more like berry tones, and I decided to go for specifically the shades Shake It Up and Woke. I feel like those two shades will be really fun to work with, and maybe I can also inject a little bit of Delish in there as well. I actually want to create a look that is relatively I think simple in the way that it's just you know, executed, but I also just want to use those shades to create like a really beautiful effect as well. So I figured that those shades look remarkably similar to this palette, the Dose of Colors Blushing Berries palette. This is such a pretty palette. I do not use this palette nearly enough, and I figured that this would be a fantastic opportunity to try and use it. And I also think that the highlight color looks quite similar to this one right here from the KKW Beauty and Mario palettes. So I'm going to start off by taking my little highlighter brush, and I'm going to dip into this highlight shade, and this will be going directly into the brow bone area. I'm then going to go ahead and take Shake It Up, which is similar, I think, to this color right here. And I'm just going to take it on like a, I would say, packing eyeshadow brush. And I want to apply this color into my outer corner. I'm also taking the tip of the brush and gradually moving the color into the crease area as well. Can't help myself, I like myself way more when you're by my side. Just stay the night, it's been a while, you're not like those other guys. Alright, so next up is the color that I want to apply all over the center of my eyelid, and for that I am going to be taking inspiration from the color which is called Berry Fine. So this is like essentially like a really beautiful gold color, and I figured that one of ColourPop's Super Shock shadows, and this specific one is the shade Cheap Date, would work just fine. So I'm just going to take this on my fingertip and pretty much like press this right into the center portion of my eyelid. I'm then going to go back to the brush that I was using, take some more of that berry tone color, and just stamp it right over the edges of where I applied the Super Shock shadow, because I really want to make like the two colors like look really beautiful and cohesive together. And then I'm just going to take the remainder of the shadow that's left on my finger and just apply it into the inner portion of my eyelid. Again, I feel like this is just like turning you know, into a very good sort of like look so far. I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush, take a little bit of the residue that's still left on it, and use this to very lightly apply that color into the inner portion of my crease.
I broke a few hearts or two, a couple too many times. I let good things go up in flames, they blow up like dynamite. If I'm being honest, no, I got a problem. No one made me wanna change. Then there was you, it feels so new. I just wanna get this right. No, I'm not a robot.
So I was talking to somebody on the phone just now, and I decided to go ahead and do my highlight and my like sort of contour slash bronze sort of thing. I'm not wearing any foundation today. This is still irritating me, but I'm just gonna like, you know, ignore that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and use this same brush, and I'm not gonna add, hold on, I'm not gonna add any more product onto the brush at this stage. I'm just going to use the residue that's left on the brush to lightly apply some color into my lower lash line.
Can't help myself, I like myself way more when you're by my side. Just stay the night, it's been a while. You're not like those other guys.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my inner corner highlight. I'm just going to pick up this highlight shade from the KKW Beauty and Mario palette that I was using for my brow bone. I'm just going to take it on my finger and pretty much apply it right there as an inner corner highlight. I feel like this is one of the more neutral looks I've done in a while, because like these tones, like, I mean, these are very berry tones, and I'm using a lot of gold and obviously a lot of that like highlighty champagne color, but at the same time, like these, like it looks like a little bit more neutral than what I usually do, so it's kind of like a weird feeling. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara and put on some false lashes, and I'll be right back. Now that we're wrapping up this look, I have finished pretty much everything else. It is time to do lips. Now, I'm looking at this look in person and I'm looking at it on camera. It looks quite neutral, which, I mean, I kind of did this look in a very neutral manner, but I decided to spice it up with a bold lip. So, I'll be using this bold lip from Milani. This is in the shade number 15 and it's in the shade Hot Pink Rage. This is like your hot pink color that I absolutely love. So I'm just going to apply this directly to my lips.
I broke a few hearts or two, a couple too many times. I let good things go up in flames.
That is the end of this look and this video. This was my look inspired by the Strawberry Shake palette from ColourPop. I mean, I definitely could have gone for like the more rosier tones, and I could have made this into like a really bright and colorful look. I just like looked at my channel and I realized that while I do have a lot of fun and colorful looks on there, it's kind of like, I think, a good idea to create something that's a little bit sort of different from what I usually do in terms of makeup looks and in terms of colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look and like how it turned out. I mean, I personally, I mean, like without the pink lip, I feel like it would look neutral, but with the pink lip, I mean, I don't know how it looks on camera, but in person I feel like the pink lip brings out the berry tones in the eyeshadow look. So I really do like how it turned out, and thank you so much for watching till the end. Again, if you are planning on getting the Strawberry Shake palette, please do let me know how you like it. Are you excited about it? What kind of looks do you want to create with it? Let me know in the comments below. But if you're like me and you pretty much are not somebody that really buys eyes makeup at the moment, then of course just let me know what you think of the palette anyway. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. I personally really like it. I will be doing a palette redesign though. I think I will post that video tomorrow. I am just about to film that video right now and I've already done my redesign, so that video will be up for you guys very, very shortly. So if you're interested in my redesigns, keep your eyes peeled for that one. But that is pretty much the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.